Shalom family, welcome to Ancestral Israel Nutrition Channel with Mambo Otilyah. I have messages for you guys, some food for the physical body as well as the spiritual body. We need to get back to basic, you know, maybe we need to look into Leviticus again, what the Most High have told us to eat, what we can't eat, right? So it's important that we know that the stuff that the Most High told us that we can eat have a physical as well as a spiritual protection reason why He wants us to eat those things, right? So we've tried the Gentile way of eating nutrition, right? Taking away stuff, adding stuff, removing this, removing that, to the point where we literally eating paper. Those processed food, they are nothing. They just fillers. We just putting stuff in our bodies. We're not getting nutrition. We're not getting nutrients, vitamin and minerals, and all the goody stuff in our bodies. We literally having junk, just nothingness, just fillers, and with a bunch of protein. We eat way too much protein, right? So this channel will explore the different ways we can get our protein, and how much we should eat, because we eat a lot now. Our ancestors didn't eat that much way back when. They didn't eat as much as we eat now. But part of the reason why we do eat as much as we do is because the food that we eat is empty. Like I said, it's just fillers, just junk that we literally use in our bodies as a garbage can for junk, for trash that the Gentile have created. There's no substance in the food. There's no real food, There's no nutrients, vitamin, mineral, nothing in that food. So therefore, our bodies keep craving, keep being hungry all the time. We're getting hungry and we're thinking, oh, we need to feed it. We're giving it more junk. But what we fail to realize is that our bodies are asking for vitamins, nutrients, and minerals. And the food that we are buying at the stores, they don't have that, unless we cook it ourselves and we buy the actual vegetables, actual meat, actual fruit. We get it from the can. We're not getting the real thing. They add so much to it that it's really, there's nothing in it, And low fat stuff, the low fat diet, low carb, and all that stuff, they take away all the substance, all the goodies out of it, and then they give us this like junk, nothing, and they add all this process, all this extra fake sugar and fake salt and fake everything to make it taste good. And our bodies is consuming it, and we can't digest it. Why? Because our bodies are natural, so therefore we need to eat natural. When we eat unnatural stuff, processed things, our bodies can't process it, so therefore it stores it in our bodies as fat, right? And when we have too much of it, and there's nowhere else to put it, because we constantly putting it into our bodies, guess what? It goes into our bloodstream. Then it starts to create all these sickness, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and all that stuff. And then instead of telling the truth and the real reason, they say, oh, cut out sugar, cut out salt, cut out meat, cut out this. By the time they tell us if we cut out all these things, we'll just be eating literally paper, nothing. Listening to those Gentiles, they're not supposed to know. They confuse. There's a reason why they confuse. They can't eat what we can eat, because they have perverted everything. So we can't follow the Gentiles' diet. We got to follow the Most High's diet. And what He tells us to eat, that's what we need to eat to get back to basic. Why? Because He has something in those food that feed us spiritually and physically, that protects us spiritually and physically. So if we listening to the Gentile who don't know, who's confused already, of course we're going to be confused. We are what we eat. If we are what we eat, how we expect to be healthy if we're not eating healthy things, right? And don't forget that whenever you keep removing things from our diet, things that the Most High tell us to eat, guess what we're doing to ourselves? We are leaving our bodies open for evil spirit, demons, all that type of stuff to enter, right? Because our bodies are natural, and if you remove something, you have to put something back in it. So if you removing things, something is going to go in there. It's not going to be a good thing. So you have to eat the meat that the Most High tell you to eat the vegetables, eat the things that he says to eat. There's a reason for it. And as we see every day, we're starting to see why there's a reason for it. If you remove things that he tell you to eat, evil spirit going to be able to live in your body. You remove salt, then all type of demons will be able to come in. You put salt in, they can't stay. Spice, pepper. A lot of demons can't deal with pepper. So if you eat pepper, the demons can't stay in your body. But they don't tell you that. Spiritually, the stuff that the Most High tell us to eat, there's a reason, because they fight a lot of different evil spirit and demonic spirit from entering your body. But when you removing all those stuff, guess what? It makes it easier for them to come in. And when you're getting sick from eating something that the Most High tell you to eat, understand that it's not you who's getting sick, it's the demon that don't want to leave, so it's making your body sick. Kind of like when you detoxing from drugs, you get sick, you throw up, you do all type of stuff. Why? Because you're removing this junk out of your body. So you got to be strong and fight, right? It's kind of like when they give you a medicine and they have a bunch of side effects. What you think those side effects are? You think they're just side effects? No. They demons that would enter your body. Remember, when one leave and come back, it brings back 7 more spirits. And how many side effects do one medicine have? They have that medicine can help you with one thing and create 1 billion things in your bodies. And we're wondering why. We're wondering why we are getting sick. Those side effects are legions. That's what they are. As above, so as below. On earth as it is in heaven. Come on. Okay, I know I went on a rant, sorry. We also will talk about different food, what the type of meat we should eat and what they do for your bodies. The type of grains and different vegetables and fruit, and how sometimes some type of one food can cancel another food out. So let's say if you mix 2 vegetables together, you think it's a good thing to mix them. If they can cancel each other out. So basically when you eat those vegetables mixed together, you're basically eating nothing because they erasing each other out. We'll talk about nutrition, such as nutrients, vitamin, mineral, amino acid. We'll talk about protein because we eat a lot of protein. We don't need to eat that much protein, but we eat so much of it is ridiculous. That's also making us sick. So in America, has everyone globally just really messing themselves up. We started with good diets, and they just came and really messed up everything. They hired their fake nutrition with a bunch of nonsense title behind their names and tell you, oh, Don't eat butter. Eat margarine. Don't eat this. Eat that. And the stuff they telling you to eat usually is because it's junk. Example, margarine is better than butter. How could fake be better than real? Margarine is made out of plastic. I will talk about how margarine is made and why it was made, in a little later video. So you need to know all these things. And so right now I want to talk to you guys about the National Library of Medicine, the measures of body composition in black and white, a comparative review, right? So basically our bodies are made different. So if our bodies are made different and black people's bodies is superior to everybody else, so how can we use the lowest body, should I say composition? The lowest, the body to get our nutrition from, to be the general, to be a model, right? It's supposed to be the stronger, and then you start to dilute it, right? But you don't start with the weakest and then to start making it strong. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. I just think that's my nose itchy. Not inside my nose, but outside my nose. So this is what it says about biological differences in the body composition of black and white. So they said that they reviewed literature on the difference in similarities between the two races relative to fat-free body mass, water, mineral, and protein. We really eat a lot of protein. Fat patterning and body diminution and proportions. In general, blacks have a greater bone mineral density and body protein content than do whites. So let me read that again.